my lovelies. Today is Friday the 23rd of July and it is my weigh-in day. So I have come on to tell you how I've got on this week, what my weight is at the moment and everything going forward for the week ahead. So this week's been really good, really good. I obviously, well, if you watch my what I eat in a day videos, you will have seen that I have embarked on a new plan. Following my lipedema diagnosis, I did a bit of research into what way of eating was most effective for a person with lipedema, and I discovered that like a low carb, high protein diet was best. Obviously for not everyone, but I thought, you know what, it's worth giving it a good go because I just owe it to myself to do the best I can. So I started that on Monday and I have been following it pretty much to the letter until, well, it's going to go on forever. But yeah, this week has been really good. I've really enjoyed the foods that I've been eating. I have introduced some dairy products back into my diet, mainly just cheese, really, different varieties of cheese. I cannot get on board with milk and yogurt at the moment, so I've still been having sort of plant-based alternatives to that. However, cheese, I really love the taste of cheese, so I can kind of like, I can deal with it basically. And so far I've had a bit of bloating on a couple of days, but nothing that's going to put me off continuing to eat cheese. So, and one of the reasons for that is I'm vegetarian, and trying to do low carb, high protein being a veggie is quite difficult, and obviously the normal sort of dairy products include protein, so it's easier to sort of like get a protein source from that meal, from the dairy as well. So I just thought I'd try it, I'd give it a go, see how I get on. However, I'm really enjoying it. So I've just been eating sort of lots of salads. Portobello mushroom pizzas have been my thing this week, delicious. And snack wise, I've been having, what have I had? Well, I've been having a lot of protein shakes with water because it's been really hot, but I've actually discovered I really do enjoy the taste of it. So I've found a really neat way to get sort of a good amount of protein, like 30-40 grams of protein, for sort of like 150 calories and pretty much zero carbs. And that is so good. That's really helping me meet my protein goals. I would like to eventually be at a place where I can source all my protein from food. That would be lovely. However, right now, you know, everything in its own time. What else? Yeah, just so the food has been delicious, really yummy. It's kind of felt like I've been eating treats all week, so that's good. Really enjoy it, and I'm managing to meet my sort of macro goals every day, which are, I will tell you. In fact, I think I've got a photo of them, which makes it easier. So basically, our Sunday to Friday, so every day excluding Saturday, my macro goals are 79 grams of fat, 98 grams of protein, 49 grams of carbohydrates, and 1,300 calories. So my diet consists of, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then on a Saturday, I have 113 grams of carbs, 94 grams of protein and 75 grams of fat. And that's just on a Saturday. And reason being is there's obviously, I love sourdough toast with avocado. Oh, battery's flashing, I'll just go grab another one. Sorry about that, I should really check my batteries before I start filming. Yeah, so I really do enjoy sourdough toast with like avocado, tinned tomatoes, but I can enjoy them still in this plan that I have. So I've sort of like accounted for them one day a week, and it's not a cheat day. I don't like using terminology cheat or whatever, but it's not like a day to go all out. It's just a breakfast every Saturday morning. If I want it, it's there, and it keeps me sort of like through the week. I know that it's there. I know that I'm not taking it away forever. And sometimes when you try and do that, when you're like, okay, I'm never gonna have bread again, or I'm never gonna have a can of Coke again, or I'm never gonna eat a pizza, you suddenly, all you can think about is the pizza, all you can think about is the can of Coke, all you can think about is, you know, the chocolate bar, whatever it is. So it's good to be realistic, and I think, you know, 6 months into this is what I've finally like starting to realise. My weight loss journey is for me, and it has to be realistic to my lifestyle choices. You know, you might be watching this as a nutritionist and go, yeah, but you know, sourdough is really bad for you, or you might think sourdough is really good for you, or you might see some of the things I eat and go, but that's not healthy. But this is me, this is my life, my world, it's not yours. And same goes for all you guys. If people are there telling you, well, you can't eat that, it's not healthy, healthy is what's healthy to you. If it exists in your lifestyle, and you know, don't get me wrong, don't like be gorging on chocolate or gorging on like fizzy drinks and things like that, but you know, occasionally it's okay to have a little bit of what you fancy, especially if it's gonna, you know, stop the majority of the time that you're gonna be eating that food the majority of the time. So this work, basically what I'm trying to say is, I think that this plan is going to be amazing for me and my lifestyle and what I enjoy. So on a Saturday I've accounted for a little extra carbs so that I can have that kind of stuff if I want it. However, this week I've not missed them whatsoever. Like, I've said to Jim a couple of the times after we've finished a meal, did you miss having like the potatoes that we would have had with this, or if it's breakfast, did you miss having the side of, you know, toast or whatever it is? And he said no, and he also said, oh, I really have enjoyed everything we've eaten this week. So I think it's going to be a great diet for the both of us as well, which is really helpful. Yeah, so this week really good. If you do want to keep up with me day to day, I try to make what I eat in day videos as much as possible, but sometimes that's not always achievable. So I always link my Instagram in the description box, and I upload pretty much daily there. So if you'd like to see more, go ahead and follow me there. But moving on to my weigh-in. This morning I weighed in at 14 stone 0.8. Now don't freak out. So a little bit of context to this. I didn't weigh in last week, obviously we know. I kind of just forgot, but I was incredibly busy. I ended up going into work. I usually have Fridays off, blah 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 blah. Long story short, didn't weigh in, but I was cool with that because after my diagnosis I was in a bit of a fog. I was digesting everything that I've been told, and also sort of like reliving a lot of the emotions that have gone on through my, you know, 32 years of living with lipedema. Obviously I haven't lived with it for that long, but since probably the age of about 11 or 12 I have, and it's a long time to have a condition like this. that affects so much of your life. And I was just I've been coming to terms with this whole thing and sort of like moving forward what I'm going to do and what have you. So in the process of that, I kind of took a step back from sort of counting my calories, tracking everything, because my mind needed a lot of attention. My thoughts and my feelings needed my most attention at that point. So I gave it, and I'm really glad I did, because I've come through this week absolutely like raring to go with fire in my belly. I'm gonna do this. I am gonna do as much as I can do. I'm gonna lose as much weight as I can physically lose, healthily wise, obviously, and I'm just raring to go. So I'm glad I give myself the time to fully come round to everything and just let everything sink in. But in essence, I didn't weigh in on that Friday. So my weigh-in, not last Friday but the Friday before, if you remember, it was 13 stone. What was it? Terrible memory. So that I weighed 13 stone, 13.6 on the 8th of July, and obviously I was really happy because I got into the 13s, and you know, that was great. And then I went away for that weekend camping, which was fab. Did a lot of walking, ate healthily, and then Tuesday came along and I had my appointment, and then from then onwards, blah blah blah. So I had a feeling that I'd gained weight. I kind of knew just from how I felt and what I was eating and stuff, but I didn't weigh myself until I think it was Tuesday. Let me just check. It was Tuesday. On the Tuesday that's just gone this week, I was 14 stone 4. So in comparison to that weight, I've lost 4 pounds, and in comparison to my last weigh-in, I have gained a pound. I know it's a bit confusing, stick with me. So in essence, this weigh-in, I have gained 1 pound. However, I am totally like feeling like this plan is gonna work, because I know, because I did that weigh-in on Tuesday and I weighed 14.4, and by Friday I've like lost that 4 pounds. I really feel like it's gonna work really well. I think most of the weight was just retention and just like bad food and whatnot, so I don't think I've lost 4 pounds of fat. However, I have been at the gym every day, so who knows. But this weigh-in, I have gained 1 pound, but I am so happy with that. I'm not fussed at all, just because this week I've worked so hard and I know I can stick to this. I know that I'm not gonna be like craving bad foods on the weekend. I feel like on the weekend I can stick to this diet and achieve greater things. So yeah, so weigh in 14 stone, what is it? 14 stone 0, essentially 14 stone. I've still lost, so overall 2 stone in weight, 8.1 pounds of body fat, and 5.3 off my BMI. So yeah, that's not a very flattering angle, is it? Yeah, really happy with that, and I think by this time next week I'll be back into the 13 stone bracket. I can't say that I'm at all fussed. I thought I'd be really disappointed if I had gone back up into the 14s, but I'm actually really proud of myself, given all the sort of like information that I've had. It could have been a huge excuse for me just to sit back and go, oh, you know, it's not my fault I'm fat, and but it's not. It's not about that. It's about, I'm trying to be healthy and as fit as possible. I want to be able to run. I want to be able to hike like longer and go further and not be as tired. So it's about my health more than it is about my physical appearance, and that's what's driven me to keep on going. So that's it for this week's weigh-in. I hope that you've all had a fantastic week. Please let me know how you're getting on in the comments. I have so many to catch up with. I'm so sorry. If you've left me a comment, I will get round to reading it and replying and sort of catching up with you. But let me know how your weight loss journey is going in the comments. If you're not on a weight loss journey and you're just watching me for shits and giggles, please let me know, because that would blow my mind. But yeah, I hope you're all doing really well. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. It's honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think I would have got my lipedema diagnosis. I don't think I'd be sat here right today being 2 stone down and looking ahead to the future to potentially having no leg pain, normal shaped legs, and just a better life. So thank you so much for that, and I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and until next time, stay happy, healthy and well. Bye.